What is a Venn diagram? A Venn diagram is a graphical representation of the union and intersection of two or more sets. Each set is represented by a circle or similar shape. Circles will overlap when sets share one or more elements. These are the elements of the intersection. All elements inside the perimeters of the circles are the elements of the union. Let's get started by constructing a Venn diagram for two sets. A Venn diagram for two sets is made up of two circles or similar shapes. Let's say that one of the circles represents the set A, and the other represents the set B. If the sets A and B have no common elements, then the circles will stay disconnected like this. A Venn diagram for two disjoint sets looks like this. Two circles that do not overlap. Here the intersection is the empty set, and the union is all the elements in both sets. If, however, the sets share some common elements, then the circles will overlap. The overlap represents the intersection of the two sets, highlighted here. So, the elements contained in the overlapping region make up the intersection of set A and set B. And then in this case, the union contains the elements in either of the two circles, including the region where the two circles overlap. A Venn diagram of two sets that do share common elements looks like this. Two circles that overlap. Now, let's look at a specific example to deepen our understanding. Set C contains the elements 2, 8, and 11. And set D contains the elements 1, 3, 7, and 12. Notice that the two sets do not have any elements in common. That means that the Venn diagram representing these two sets will look like this. Two circles that don't overlap. The intersection of C and D is an empty set, and the union of C and D is the set containing 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 11, and 12. Here's another example, this time involving two sets that do share common elements. Set E contains the elements 0, 2, 5, 8, 10, and 13. And set F contains the elements 1, 3, 5, and 13. The two sets have the elements 5 and 13 in common. That means that the Venn diagram representing these two sets will overlap like this. The common elements, 5 and 13, are placed in the area of the intersection. The remaining elements of set E are placed here, 0, 2, 8, and 10. This is the part of the circle E that is not covered by the intersection. The elements that are left from set F are then placed here, 1 and 3. This is the part of circle F that is not covered by the intersection. And there you have it, an example of a Venn diagram for two sets with common elements. Now, let's see how the union and intersection of the two sets can be read directly from the Venn diagram. The intersection of the two sets is made up of the elements located in the region where the two circles overlap. So, from the Venn diagram, you can read that the intersection of sets E and F is the set containing 5 and 13. All elements inside the perimeters of both circles are the elements of the union. Notice that this includes the elements located in the region where the two circles overlap. So, from the Venn diagram, you can read that the union of sets E and F is the set that contains the elements 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 10, and 13. Venn diagrams can also be drawn for more than 2 sets. The principles of how these are constructed are the same. But the more sets you add, the more complex the Venn diagrams become. A Venn diagram is a graphical representation of the union and intersection of 2 or more sets. Each set is represented by a circle or similar shape. Circles will overlap when sets share 1 or more elements. These are the elements of the intersection. All elements inside the perimeters of the circles are the elements of the union.
Subscribe Infinity Math channel for more math videos.